Hey everybody, it's Lisa Bobiak, Living Fully Balanced, where I offer clarity and courage to women so they take their next step, and maybe the step after that, and the step after that. And I'm coming on today to talk to you, actually to get like brutally honest with you about the excuses that are holding you back from what you want most. See, there's this place where you're at now, right? And there's this place or this sense of being that you want, and it's over here. And in the middle of that space is where the excuses lie. And I want to share with you that a lot of times our excuses aren't even recognized by us, because when we're in the moment, right, when we are deciding to eat the cake or not, if we're deciding to hit the gym after work or not because we're exhausted and tired, or if we're deciding to get organized or struggling with that decision because we're way overwhelmed and too busy to do it. When we're in that moment, what we're experiencing is what we're feeling is reality, right? So when we make a decision in the moment, it feels very much like logic. But the fact of the matter is, it's not logic, it's an excuse in disguise. And here's why. Because in the moment, you're feeling things that aren't based on what your true goals are. So in order to do that, in order to make the decisions that matter in the moment, it means that we've got to train our brain. It means that we need to focus on what we want most rather than what we want at the moment. And I know that's tough, but what we can do about it is practice ahead of time. So rather than being bummed out that we've got these excuses that are holding us back, I want to give you a suggestion. I want to give you a tool that I've learned and I share with my clients. And so I'm going to show you a piece of paper. After this webinar, after this video, I want you to get a sheet of paper, and I don't care how you hold it, you know, vertically or horizontally, hot dog or hamburger, as I used to call it in elementary school. And on one side of the paper, so let's go left side of the paper, those are the plans you've got. Those are your intentions. So let's just say one of your intentions is to leave work on time so that you can get home to have a nice, relaxing, sit-down meal with your family. But you haven't done that for a long time. So your plan is to leave work at 5. That's on your one side of the page. On the other side of the page, I want you to write down the reality. So when you don't leave work at 5, what's the reality? Do you leave work at 6? Do you leave work at 7? Do you leave work at 5, but you end up doing 2 hours of work at home, right? I want you to get real honest with what your plans are and what your reality is. So you may have a lot of intentions for your day, like getting more water, eating more proteins, getting the right amount of sleep for the day, right? Practicing a little bit more patience and encouragement at work. Write them all down and write the realities of all of those down. And here's the thing, I don't expect you to tackle all of them, but I do want you now to look at one of those plans and identify what's holding you back from getting your reality. So what's in the middle of your reality and your plan? So literally, what's in the middle are your excuses. Those are the things you say to yourself. Those are your justifications. Those are things that feel like reality. So if one of my plans is to be organized and I'm too busy and that's what I'm hearing in my head, that goes in the middle. So that's the justification. That's the thing that I keep saying over and over in my head. I don't have enough time. I can't organize because my kids are messy. I can't get organized because my boss is asking me to do too many things at once and I can't keep on top of it. Those things you put down in the middle. That's your awareness. Once we get really clear and we can become aware of what's in the middle between where we are now and where we want to go, we can do something about that. Once we train our brain to become aware, then when we're in the moment, we're not making decisions that haven't been worked through. Training your brain to recognize what you're saying, to hold yourself back, is one of the ways you can overcome those excuses. I think it's really cool when we get to see what's holding us back. What do you think? Decisions in the moment really matter. Small decisions over time add up to getting you what you want. So don't hold yourself back from what you want because you're hearing all those thoughts in your head of being overwhelmed, being stressed, not having enough time. I get it. And those are real, but you don't have to stay there. You can do something about it. So there's always, I promise you, always challenges that are going to keep you, or I should say that keep cropping up on your way to your goal. There will be, but there's always a way through. There is always another perspective, another way through. Talk to a friend about it. Good friends have other perspectives that you might be able to find out. So when you're hearing your head say the same thing over and over, ask a friend about it. Hire a coach, get a mentor, practice this exercise. I'd love to know what you think. Once you do this exercise, leave some comments. I love to get back to you. If you want more tips on practicing things like this, I've written an ebook. I want you to have it. It's free for all of you. You can download my free ebook called 7 Days to Living Fully Balanced. Head over to livingfullybalanced.com. That's my website. Livingfullybalanced.com has an ebook for you so that you can do more tools like this that are simple and practical, but yet highly effective. You don't have to struggle with having to stay stuck with it is what it is. A lot of us say it is what it is, and we think that's actually a positive comment. We think, well, I'm not going to complain. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, so I'm just saying it is what it is. Recognize it. That's actually an excuse that may be holding you back. That's a justification. That's an internal dialogue that's just not helping you. I hope this was helpful. I love doing these things every Tuesday at noon. I call it a balanced lunch break. If I'm not already connected with you, why don't you like and follow my Facebook page, Living Fully Balanced, then you'll get notifications when I go live. It's always every Tuesday at noon and oftentimes other than that. So hope you enjoy the ebook and we'll be in touch soon.